Hello, my name is Omar Rampersad. It's 11:04 a.m., June 21st, 2019. So I'm going to give you today's sample of my being tracked inside of my building. So the power was turned up last night. Detector was going off last night continuously. And there was pulses of pain into the eyes as well, together with these detection. So as I talked about before, suspecting that somebody in this building a long time ago started setting me up and used the result of the setups and frames to flag me under the Mental Health Act and then as a prostitute, which of course I'm not mentally ill and I'm not a prostitute. So these flaggings led to monitoring. And then there are people in the building who are taking turns with the cooperation of the police to monitor me. So the criminals in the building, the gang members, are using this as a cover to illegally surveil me inside of my home, which is what these signals are about, and torture me basically. Pulses in the head, pulses in the eyes, ears, genitals, and the feet, especially the ankles and the instep, because the traffickers who are trafficking remotely for remote um, viewing of the person. Once the person inside the home, you need to be inside in order to perform. So this is a remote version using technologies like this of the physical sexual acts that are sold remotely in other places in other countries, like the Philippines and so on, where the poor kids are used this way and taken advantage of, basically. So, and cannibalized basically for money. And people in other countries are looking and paying for this. So in this building, I'm suspecting this is going on under the cover of flagging and outsourced monitoring. And these signals are being used to cause pain and torture to train the person into acting and performing. And the updates outside the window and the door, and when I go outside, anywhere in public, because the traffickers pretty much have people follow me around and update me about who the client is or clients and what they want. So you'd get comments like Rick is the master now, and Rick likes to feed, meaning like to grab the breast and suck on the breast, likes to feed. So the remote technologies then are used to make you used to getting felt, getting your breast grabbed and groped. And the same goes between the legs. So you'd have signals like this on your chest all the time, which is not, the detector is not going off right now. But in several other videos, I've demonstrated that the breast is affected this way. So this is one of the reasons why it's done. It's to customize you to the client's likes and to tell you what he doesn't like. So, or she, it could be a woman as well, because this, this in this industry, there are all kinds of clients. There are straight people, gays, bisexuals. So if it's a bisexual person, then it goes both ways. If it's a gay, a lesbian woman, then the customizing goes accordingly. So this is what I'm suspecting is being done in this building. And in order to cover this, the traffickers are infiltrating my workplace, has infiltrated my family, and just about anywhere I go, the gym, anywhere I go, on a consistent basis, it's all infiltrated. Doctors, even my lawyer. And these people are are asked to swear affidavits or paid off maybe, saying things like, I solicited them, I flashed them, I stalked them, um, uh, I'm coming on to them, I'm sexually addicted, and whatever evidence they got to do to prove that. And these things are reported to on these reports made about me to the cops, because once you're flagged, then the community has a report that is submitted. So all of what I just said, I have come to understand by the updates, by the harassing comments, by the clues that are left, that I should say that are said around me, because this is all part of the game, which is not really a game. It's really a trafficking program and an experimentation program. So the clues are meant for you to put things together to make you understand what's going on, because it's a covert program. People can't come out openly and say, well, Rick is a client and you're a sex slave and this is what he wants you to do. Basically, that's what it is. It's a covert program. It's forcing people into the program. So, in order to force you into the program, if you're an accountant, as myself, first you have to degrade their accounting skills, their work skills. You have to say things like mentally ill, which has been done by the cops when there is no mental illness. Came into my home and said I was mentally ill when I said I was being stalked, when they knew that I was flagged and I was being monitored. So I was being stalked. So this is degradation of mental capacity, work skills, and also through the infiltration, destroys work relationships, contacts that you have to get work, to find work. Social networking is completely destroyed, because who wants to network with a mentally ill prostitute? No one. Um, to and this is also used to this process is also used to accumulate information, to get warrants, writs, and to charge criminal charges, to press criminal charges when it's not warranted, falsely charged, as I was, based on lies, setups, frames, as I was framed. And it's ongoing. This is ongoing because the trafficking is ongoing, because the money is good. Somebody's making a whole lot of money by just looking at me take a shower. People are selling links and passwords to look at me take a shower. I'm pretty sure that's happening because I hear comments about what I do inside my shower, in my bathroom, outside my window. So I know this is happening. So I'm not a prostitute. There's no criminal activity in my background. I don't have a criminal record. All of the attempts are being made to give me one. I am pursuing all these things in the court. And there is going to be a lot more court proceedings on this. So this is my side of the reason I'm doing this is to talk about my side of the story, because I know it's ongoing. So I'm saying what seems to be the same thing over and over, but it needs to be repeated because the criminal story are changing all the time. So I need to, and I know this because I'm being harassed with things, new things that are put on the list that I'm supposed to have done, which I didn't do. I heard I was stealing. Um, uh, um, I was um, I was letting people in through doors, keeping doors open, which I don't do. I never keep my door open. In fact, I check my doors all the time. Keeping my don't lock my door when I leave, which is absolutely not true. Um, Things that will make me look like I'm not mentally fit. These are lies that are being told by residents in this building who are taking part in this program and who are trafficking by passing out the link and the password to their friends and family. So this is happening in this building, and I'm trying to get it, number one, exposed. Number two, to keep myself safe, because I can't go to the cops. When I went to the cops, they charged me. When I called 911, I got charged. So I cannot go to the cops. My life is my priority. My safety is my priority. So None of these tweets should be held against me in a court of law because I have to tweet to keep myself safe. There is no other choice. Absolutely no other choice. I went to 4 police stations, complaining about being stalked, being harassed, people calling me prostitute, about being stalked in the building by neighbors. And each time I was told I was mentally ill, paranoid, delusional, referred to hospitals and psychiatrists, got charged, got pulled in for mental evaluation. Nothing showed up, of course, in the mental evaluation. The charge was dismissed. It was based on a lie, basically. So, but it's ongoing. This is ongoing, even though these cases were dismissed and nothing came out of the mental evaluation. This is a continued effort to get me in, to get me criminalized, to get me mentally committed because I'm exposing this. I'm a whistleblower, basically. So I have no other choice but to tweet. I was not given another choice. I have no choice. My life comes first. And one way to save my life is to expose what's going on. And that's the only reason I tweet. Talk to you another time.